Good evening. Welcome to News Center. We begin with the policy briefing. South Korea's justice system is facing a major overhaul as the government presses ahead with sweeping prosecutorial reform. President Lee Jae Myung and justice officials laid out a roadmap during a live policy briefing on Friday, addressing both institutional change and concerns over maintaining public trust. Our Moon Hye-ryeon starts us off.
Prosecutorial reform took center stage at Friday's live broadcast policy briefing by the Ministry of Justice and the Supreme Prosecutors Office, with President Lee Jae Myung opening the session by stressing the fundamental role of the law enforcement system in upholding the nation's legal order.
국가의 법 질서 유지를 위해서 국가 공권력을 최종적으로 행사하는 매우 중요한 기관입니다. 그렇기 때문에 최대한 절차적으로 정당해야 되고 결과도 역시 정당해야 됩니다.
Following the president's remarks, the Justice Minister pledged to push ahead with prosecutorial reform in line with public expectations, vowing to carry out institutional changes without setbacks.
We will actively support the work of the Prosecutorial Reform Task Force under the Prime Minister's office to ensure that the ongoing establishment of the Prosecution Office and the Serious Crimes Investigation Office proceeds smoothly, while also preventing any weakening of the state's overall capacity to respond to crime.
The minister added that prosecutors' roles would shift away from investigations and toward broader public interest functions, including recovering criminal proceeds, strengthening international criminal justice cooperation, supporting international legal and trade matters, and representing the public interest in litigation. The Supreme Prosecutors Office, in its own briefing, said it has already reduced the overall volume of investigations to focus resources on cases directly affecting people's livelihoods.
We have made every effort to strictly punish crimes that undermine people's livelihoods, including serious industrial accidents and price-fixing cases involving essential goods.
Looking ahead, he said prosecutors will intensify efforts to confiscate illegal profits from mass victim crimes like voice phishing and swiftly return them to victims, while developing technologies to detect and analyze emerging crimes involving artificial intelligence and deepfakes, and expanding prosecutors' public interest roles. Under the Lee administration's reform blueprint, the prosecution-led system would be dismantled through a full separation of investigation and prosecution. Prosecutors would lose direct investigative powers and focus on indictments and maintaining prosecutions under a new prosecution office within the Justice Ministry, while serious crimes would be investigated by a newly created Serious Crimes Investigation Office and the police as primary investigative bodies. With the abolition of the Supreme Prosecutors Office scheduled for October next year, eyes are on how the administration translates its reform blueprint into a functioning criminal justice system. Moon Hye-ryeon, 아리랑뉴스.